Hi, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Claire, and this is Factoids Episode 1. Today we're going to get a little bit spooky and talk about the age-old form of divination known as tarot card reading. Now, you may be inclined to grumble about how tarot is fake or evil, but I'm sure you'll agree that tarot has some very interesting origins, and its actual purpose, especially in the modern era, may just surprise you. So, like, subscribe, and let's jump right in. Tarot began in the mid-15th century in parts of Europe as just a fun card game. I like to think of it as really old Uno. Originally, the game was called Trionfi, then Tarocchi or Tarok. Slightly different versions of the game and the deck were used across Europe, but generally decks had 4 numbered suits as well as a trump suit, which is the origin of the expression trump card. Tarot reading as a divinatory practice wasn't really a thing until the late 1700s. It was originally popularized by a French occultist who called himself a tailor. He held the belief that the cards were derived from the Egyptian Book of Thoth, so his deck contained themes pertaining to ancient Egypt. This origin has since been disproven, but other than that, a tailor's specifically designed deck is pretty much what is used today. It is broken up into the major arcana, which is the trump suit, and the minor arcana, which is the numbered suits. When conducting a tarot reading, each suit represents a particular sphere of life. Cups represent the emotional sphere and have particular prevalence when talking about relationships. Wands represent the creative sphere of life. Swords represent all things mental and logical, and pentacles stand for physical possessions or wealth. The cards numbered ace to 10 in each suit represent a stage of life pertaining to its relevant suit. For example, the Ace of Cups augurs an outpouring of emotion, which may begin a new relationship. The court cards, that is, the page, knight, queen, and king of each suit, usually stand for a person in your life, who you may need to learn from. Personally, I like to think that I'm the Queen of Pentacles, living my best life, getting that bread, but it's more the people around you that appear in the court cards. Realistically, if I were a card, I'd be the Fool. But so would you. Hear me out. The Fool is the first card in the major arcana, which represents the circle of life in a broader and more philosophical sense. It's essentially a story where the Fool is the protagonist, much like my life, and everyone's life. The Fool card is not calling you an idiot necessarily. It's just implying that you are at the beginning of a journey and you need to take a blind leap of faith and just get started, despite the fact that it could go horribly wrong, or it could go great. Every card in the tarot is like that. They have a dual meaning, even the death card that everyone's so worried about. It just means an ending. It could be the ending of a life, yes, but it could also be the ending of a job, where you have a grieving period of being unemployed and sad and stuff, but you inevitably go on to something else. Potentially something better, like writing segues at Google or something. I don't know. The possibility is there, and that's all the cards can really tell you. Tarot reading is not about determining your fate or predicting your future. It's more like super complicated diary writing. It's an exercise in reflecting on the events of your life through how you interpret the purposefully broad cards and deciding how you're gonna deal according to age-old principles. There are always going to be people who believe that tarot gives them some ancient arcane power from the bin chicken god of knowledge, but mostly it's just common sense and an assurance that this too shall pass. Much like this video has passed. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like it, subscribe to receive more Thoth-approved knowledge, and have a wonderful day.
Let's get this bread. Let's get this bread. That's one.
Why do you stop it there when it stops there?
Oh, because then you can see, because if you actually come back here, you can't see perfectly the top.
Yeah, I can actually.
Why? That's right, because... Yeah, I get it.
Because I'm little.
I understand now. Be gone! Stop!
I'm putting that in the